The good news is the worst of days for Opel are pretty much over. With parent company General Motors back on their feet, they're looking to aggressively expand the Opel brand, both in terms of model numbers and in terms of territory. The even better news is that to help celebrate their resurgence, they're giving us a new Astra OPC. The hot hatch corner of the market isn't just about who has the most power. There is serious R&D that goes into these machines, ensuring they deliver a combination of power, style and drivability that will satisfy a very critical customer. Over the years, the power struggle has seen seemingly modest four-cylinder motors pushed to deliver almost unbelievable figures, and the OPC is no different. Before you've even driven a meter, the OPC manages to impress because it just looks the part. Compared to the regular GTC, it's 10 millimeters lower. It's got a bigger radiator grille. It's also got all the obligatory extra plastic bits, but for me, the highlight is the 20-inch wheels. They are a fantastic design, and they are standard. The interior of the OPC also features a bunch of impressive standard bits, although the layout with its millions of buttons and red illumination is the same as you'd get on any Astra. The most obvious addition is the big bucket seats, which do their job perfectly as you're blasting out of challenging corners, or any corner for that matter. Included in their design are electrically adjustable bolsters. One thing performance models give their manufacturers is the right to brag, and in Opel's case, they're bragging about this, the most powerful 2-litre motor they've ever made. The 4-cylinder turbo puts out 206 kilowatts and 400 newton meters for a 0 to 100 time of 6 seconds dead and a top speed of 250. They're so proud of their achievement that they've given us a whole day at Kyalami to try it out. The challenge was laid down to the assembled motoring journo types to set a quick lap around the legendary circuit, with 2 minutes 9 seconds being the benchmark. With me behind the wheel, there was no danger of that time being shattered, but savouring every second behind the wheel of this 200 kilowatt plus machine around such a brilliant circuit was more important for me. Besides, the event wasn't all about speed and lap times. Part of the day's activities have been dedicated to the unveiling of the updated look of the regular Astra. Although the changes themselves aren't exactly earth-shattering, some new bumpers and some updated styling have made what was a good-looking car even more attractive. Even if they do look a little out of place, trying their best to tear along Kyalami's main straight. Back to the day's main event. While their rivals are happy to push output figures towards the 200 kilowatt mark, Opel have bust right through it and have still kept their engine smooth and enjoyable. I said Opel like to boast about this motor, and they really should. After just a tiny bit of lag, there's this immense shove all the way through the red line. The torque is impressive. Drop it into OPC mode and it's got one of the best soundtracks for a 4-cylinder turbo motor. The short, snappy 6-speed manual draws every last drop of power out of the motor, and in a place like this, that equals a lot of fun. With so much power being hurled at the front wheels, Opel's engineers have very wisely fitted a limited slip diff, and it's not the electronic kind either. It's a good old-fashioned mechanical one to complement the rest of the ride setup. The reworked suspension includes the flex ride system with adjustable damper settings, and the limited slip diff means you can keep the power down through the corners. There is only one slight complaint in here, and that's the steering. It is accurate, although Opel have replaced the electronic steering system from the GTC with a hydraulic system in here, and it just lacks that little bit of feel. Some of that feel may return when the tyres aren't slightly overinflated to compensate for a punishing track session. Mechanically, the OPC is a very good car, even though, for me, it doesn't have the same involvement and adrenaline-extracting ability as, say, the Renault Megane RS Trophy, even though it is in the same price bracket. Also worth considering at this price is the Golf R, which is down on power, but has all-wheel drive. The Opel Astra OPC is in for a tough time. It is a good-looking machine, it offers the right kind of spec, and at 435,000 Rand it is decent value in its class. But it's not so spectacularly different that it's an out-and-out winner. The hot hatch battle just got hotter.
The OPC is the most powerful Astra ever created, and with 206 kilowatt, there's not much in its class to touch it. It delivers the goods without compromising on ride enjoyment. The sleek Opel looks the hot hatch part, and with bucket seats, selectable drive modes and a limited slip diff, it delivers too. The least convincing aspect is the steering.